Hello, friends. My name is Adolfo Castañeda. I'm the Director of Hispanic Education for Human Life International, and I welcome you to this first video about the issue of globalism and how it attacks life, family, and national sovereignty. What is globalism in general? Globalism is the attempt to create a one world government by several international organizations to control people and their governments, their mentality, everything, and to impose an anti-life and anti-family ideology through a global social engineering by means of modifying their mentality, their attitudes, their behavior of entire societies, nations, and even the whole world. Is globalism the same as globalization? Not exactly. Globalization tends to be only economic in nature. Different countries agree to produce certain goods and services. We have the example of the pencil that is made up, as everybody knows, of a piece of wood, inside of which is a piece of lead with which we write. At one end of it, there is a little piece of metal, inside of which is a little piece of rubber to erase. Different countries agree to produce the different parts of the pencils, then they get together and produce a single pencil, and then that is, of course, multiplied. Globalization can be good if it's done with justice, or it can be evil if it's done with injustice. But globalization, or globalism rather, is an attempt to control everything, especially politics, but also economics, and also health, education, people's mentality in the hands of a few. What is the present phase of globalism? Presently, it is in an embryonic phase. This is the opinion of Catholic Argentinian thinker Agustin Laje, whose book Globalismo in Spanish I recommend to all of you who read that language. At the end of this video, you'll see my contact info where you can contact me and I will let you know how to obtain this book. A lot of this material, well, his material is we have presented in this series of videos. Uh, so it is in an embryonic phase, globalism, because there isn't yet, obviously, a one world government. However, some international groups exert a lot of power over many countries. They use national governance as proxies, as these are representatives, to impose through them their anti-life agendas on education, health, economics, etc. in those countries. And they use the United Nations, the UN, as the global scenario to plan their agendas, their objectives. They want to turn the UN into a one world government, but controlled by them, under their control, by means of a global social engineering. Which are some of these globalist groups? Obviously, the United Nations itself and its 2030 agenda, which we exposed in a previous presentation. Also, the European Union, the EU, the Organization of American States, which is the equivalent of the EU for the continent of the Americas. We also have powerful groups that the World Economic Forum will expose those later on. Political leaders or liberal rich nations like Western Europe, North America, Oceania, and some countries in Asia. Other globalist personal groups are anti-life and family billionaires that finance all these efforts, like George Soros, Bill Gates, the Rockefellers, Larry Fink, Klaus Schwab, etc. We'll be talking about them later on. And some semi-secret associations, some of which are the Bilderberg Group, the Trilateral Commission, the Council of Foreign Relations, and others. Well, this is what I wanted to share with you in this first video of several about globalism. You have there in front of you on the screen our contact info and my contact info if you want to communicate with me and know more about Vida Humana Internacional and its website and other means of communication like our YouTube channel. Also, of course, in English, you have Human Life International website, which is located in the right bottom corner of your screen, www.hli.org. Well, friends, thank you for your attention, and may God bless you all, and I see you in the next video.